Uneducated Experts here. I am Jones,
I am Mink
and we're going to bring you the fastest minute of your life since
since
that
that
first
first
time
time.
of your life.
Hey,
We're going to read you some of our own headlines and give you some quick comments. You ready, Mink?
always, bro. Let's get it.
All right, start the clock. Go. Broncos stampede the Cowboys. Blueprint, or is that just a great game plan?
That was a great game plan, and I said that in the last episode that would be the game plan to beat the Cowboys. Go. Zeke's hearing is October 2nd. Does he serve any games suspended this year?
Sadly, I think that he does. They wouldn't give him his hearing in the middle of the season if he wasn't going to serve his 6 games this season. Go pick up Darren McFadden. I already did. Go. Which 2-0 team do you not believe in between the Panthers and the Ravens?
I would take the Panthers due to a stronger competitors in their conference as well as very sloppy victories. Go. There's 3 2-0 teams in the AFC West. Do all 3 teams make the playoffs?
Actually, I think that they do. The AFC is not really that deep, and the Broncos, Raiders, and the Chiefs shown that they can win on the road and win at home. Go. Which 0-2 team do you still believe in?
None of them.
Stop.
That's our minute.
That is our minute. That was great.
A few moments later.
Uneducated experts.
Uneducated experts.
Uneducated experts.
Uneducated experts.
Motherfucking.
Uneducated experts.
Episode 21.
All right, now we're really back, bro. What's good?
Not much, man. Been too long.
Yeah, I mean, blame it on the rain, bro.
Just blame it on the rain.
Stop.
No, you're not a Milli Vanilli fan.
Who?
You don't know who Milli Vanilli is?
I heard of them only because of an episode of Martin in the 90s, and you call me old.
Yeah, it's music. You gotta know the classics. Anyways, we're way off topic.
Very.
We already said who we are, so we ain't gotta do our intro. Dope.
True.
So for the listeners, the reason we've had such a long period of no content is because your boy has been busy. I got 4,000 things going on, and I only got time for 2,000 of them. And I keep trying to make time for the podcast, but our schedules don't ever sync up unless we're gonna record at 2:30 in the morning while I'm drunk or Jones is doing a ruck march. It ain't gonna work.
I did have one of those.
We got lives. For every episode, we gotta tell y'all we are regular people. Listen. If you get all your friends to like my page and y'all listen to all our videos, we'll do this full time. This could be our jobs, but it takes a lot of work on your part too, not just ours. Anyways, all right, man. So let's talk about these headlines, because I know for a fact that there's people that are waiting for one conversation between us.
I don't want to do it.
Why not?
Because it's in the past, man. Well, it's already week 3. Week 3 is started. Week 2 is over. Week 2 is over with.
You have to put the past behind you.
Rafiki.
Yeah. Guess what?
You still gonna bring it back?
Yeah, we gonna bring it back. My boys.
All right.
My boys. Your Cowboys try to get on a Bronco and they got bucked off and stomped out, bro.
I know. Like
that was a visual representation of punching an entire football team in the mouth
and going down for the 10 count, dude. We just didn't fight back.
Zeke stopped trying to run. On one play, I thought he was gonna run backwards and join the other team, pull a KD.
That game is so hard to really examine. That game unraveled so fast before you can blink, and we were down 24-7 or 24-10.
I'm not gonna lie. So I had some money riding on the game. I had to bet with you. Had a couple bets with other people. Had some other bets. I was hyped.
I was hyped after the DeMarcus Lawrence sack fumble where we scored a touchdown. I thought we were back, and that was the only. That was my high of the game, and everything else was low. That was the only highlight of the game. Yes, definitely. Everything that can go wrong went wrong. Offense, defense, and special teams. That's how you lose a football game, by 25 points.
So the thing is, though, and a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, Denver just gave the blueprint on how to beat the Cowboys. Wrong, and this is why. All these other teams don't have the pass rush and secondary that Denver does.
True.
So what Denver did, Denver played 2 corners and one safety, and switch to 3 corners and 1 safety, and put everybody else in the box.
So, yeah, that's exactly what they did. They said Zeke's not going to beat us. Dak, your legs won't beat us. We have a spy on you also. You're going to beat us with your arm throwing it deep, and we trust Chris Harris, Roby, and Talib to cover your receivers one-on-one.
Here's what's crazy.
Same thing the Giants did last year, stacking the box on Zeke. That's why he never had any great games against them. He did have 100 yards on 24 carries, so is that a great game? Not really. But I don't agree with your comment with a lot of teams can't follow that blueprint, because I think that they can when the Cowboys have a schedule that faces defenses like the Giants, that faces defenses like the Falcons and the Seahawks, that can all do the same scheme style that the Broncos did. So if Dak doesn't start throwing that ball down the field, the Cowboys could be in real trouble.
So one, I said every team in the NFL can't do it, and you gave me 3 other teams that might be able to do it, and I would argue one of them.
Well, I can give you the Chiefs also. I mean, that's 4, and we play. What I'm saying is we play those teams this year too, so we could be in trouble this year playing the AFC West and the Seahawks and the Falcons, because they finished first last year and we did too.
I feel bad for any of these teams that have to play the AFC West, to be honest. And that's not. I mean, that sounds biased. I'm a Broncos fan, but if there was one division I would not want to play this year, it's the AFC West.
Bro, even the Chargers 0-2 are 2 field goals away. Got it. They would have beat the Broncos game, would have went to overtime. Who knows? But still, 1 win there. But they're 1 field goal off of being 1-1, and every team in the division having a 500 or a winning record when they lost to the Dolphins. You know what I mean?
Yes. If the LA Chargers, who there's rumors that they're going to go back to San Diego, if the LA Chargers were in, I'd say 3 other divisions, they would win their division.
Did I say San Diego?
I don't know.
I don't know if I did. If I did, I apologize. It's Los Angeles. I know that. We all know that. But you know what's funny, real quick? A couple episodes ago, you asked me what was the best division in the NFC, and I said the NFC East. And then you asked me what was the best division in the AFC. I said the AFC West, right? So far, because the AFC West plays the NFC East, so far, Broncos just destroyed the Cowboys. Let's just be honest. And the Chiefs have beat the Eagles. So far, the AFC West is 2-0 against the NFC East. And this weekend, we got Oakland playing the Redskins. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the AFC West would be 3-0 versus the NFC East. My NFC East needs to step up. I cannot put you guys as the best division if you're losing to arguably the best division in the AFC West now.
Well, and I've always said that when I say that they're the best division in football, I'm not talking about a single year. I'm saying over the last decade, they have been the best division in football. And that still stands true. One of these days, I'm going to pull up the stats. I just need to get me an assistant or something.
Well, we can pull that up pretty easy. Actually, you know what? Next episode, we'll have those numbers for you. We'll go back 10 years and see the most wins. Are we doing the most wins of each division, or what do you want to do? How you want to do that?
Yeah, we could do most
playoff appearances?
Winning records.
Winning records. Okay.
There's a lot of years where one of the AFC West teams doesn't make the playoffs but have a winning record.
Okay, most winning records. We do that. All right, so let's dive into week 3. Man, quick recap, though, because it's already a little old. But the Rams are 2-1. Did you see the 41 points they put up? It was against the Niners, but they still put up 41 points.
Yeah, it almost screwed over my bet.
And this time, it was all offensive. Like, everybody talks about the 40 points they put up against the Colts week 1. They had 2 pick sixes, I believe. This was all offense. Todd Gurley, 3 touchdowns. Sammy Watkins, 2 touchdowns. They look good.
Yes,
they look good.
Hey, I'm going to take a quick break, so I'm going to need you to run real quick. As I keep saying, we're regular people, and my baby needs me. Be right back.
Yeah, so Los Angeles Rams. The Chargers might be 0-2, but the Rams are 2-1 and in first place of that NFC West. Again, Todd Gurley, 3 touchdowns in the first half. I know you loved him if you started him on your fantasy team. I'm going to tell you what the Rams are doing, and it's not hard to do, but they're being smart. They're playing smart football. They know they have an elite running back. They paid to get offensive line help, and you can't stack the box because now you have Robert Woods, Sammy Watkins, Cooper Kupp, legit receivers. let's not ignore Sean McVay, the head coach, who's proven that he can actually be a great head coach. I don't say great, be a really good head coach. But what I noticed in that game was against the Niners, when they got inside the 5-yard line, they played traditional football. They line up under the center and they hand the ball off to Todd Gurley. They didn't do it just once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I counted. Go back and watch. They were inside the 5, 3 different possessions. They threw it once. They ran it 8 times. Got 2 touchdowns. Actually, I think they got all 3 touchdowns. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, they get inside that 5-yard line. They play traditional football. Our guys are better than your guys. We're gonna run up. We're gonna run it right down your throat. And it's winning. It's winning. They're 2-1. And you can say the competition wasn't that good. The coach looked just horrific. And the Niners, while they play pretty good defense, they don't have much offense. And when they have offense against the Rams, they don't have much defense. So they're still trying to piece their stuff together with Kyle Shanahan as their head coach. But, hey, all you do is play your schedule. All you do is play your schedule and you play what's in front of you. And right now they're 2-1 heading to Dallas, where they play the Dallas Cowboys. So we will see if the Rams are for real when they play a playoff team from last year. But let's not sleep on them because they almost beat the Redskins and they could be 3-0 this year.
Who?
Huh? Hey, welcome back.
Who?
Hey, I was just talking about the Thursday night game in the Rams. I said that let's not sleep on the Rams because all you can do is play your schedule in front of you, and they are very close to being 3-0. But right now they're 2-1 heading to play Dallas, their first real contest because that's who made the playoffs last year.
Well, not only that, but you have to look at, when you're talking about, like, don't sleep on somebody, you have to look at who else is in their division. And I don't see any of these other teams in the NFC West looking like a playoff team right now. Like, you have to say, oh, well, the Seahawks, because they've been so dominant the last couple of years. By the last couple of years, probably like the last 6. But they have not looked good this year. So,
I mean, my only counter to that is small sample size, two games, and they start off slow every year. But, and I wish we had this podcast a couple of years ago, when they made that trade for Jimmy Graham, I said
it was the dumbest trade.
That was going to be the start of the fallout of the Seattle Seahawks because they're going to invest their money in their defense and the offensive line is going to fall apart. And you see Russell Wilson having to create magic on every single play. And it's not sustainable. And I think
the Packers would say otherwise.
Russell Wilson's not Aaron Rodgers. Not even close to Aaron Rodgers. Okay, then. Exactly. So,
whatever.
It's not sustainable. The Rams would be sole possession of first place in the NFC West because Seattle will lose to the Tennessee Titans. That's my prediction. And, of course, I'm picking the Cowboys to bounce back against the Arizona Cardinals. So, anyways, let's get into these games this Sunday.
Are we picking... So,
what's that?
We were doing 3 teams to pick against the spread. Are we just going to do all of our picks, or are we going to do against the spread? I say we do all of our picks.
I say we do all of our picks. Let's do all of our picks. Because you have a pick'em league that's 25 people deep, and we should start showing some respect to those. Okay? We should start showing some respect to those who hit 14, 15 wins. So, let's do all the games.
All right, so first game, Rams versus Niners. I'll take the Rams.
Well, you're 1-0. Good job. So let's just go down this list. We got Ravens and Jaguars in London. Who you got?
I'm taking Ravens.
Ravens. Broncos and Bills.
Denver.
0-2 Saints versus 2-0 Panthers.
I'm taking the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, we're 3 for 3 with our picks. 2-0 Steelers versus 0-2 Bears.
We're both taking the Steelers. It's not.
You know that. 2-0 versus 2-0 Falcons versus Lions.
I'm not going against Atlanta again on a close game. I'm taking Atlanta.
Atlanta in a close game. I have that as well. How about this? 0-2 versus 0-2 Browns versus Colts. Who gets the win?
Browns get the first win of the year.
If you listen to any of our episodes, you know I'm on the Browns bandwagon this whole season. I'm going with the Browns also. No Sam Bradford. They struggled last week. He's not here this week. Vikings versus the Bucks.
I'm taking Tampa Bay whether Bradford was there or not.
I figured you would. I like the Bucks also. Texans versus the Patriots. Young gun versus old vet.
I'm taking Houston.
Houston in the upset. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm taking the
Oh, come on, man. You over here got me all hyped. I'm thinking you're going with a real upset. New England Patriots at home. I don't think they're going to drop the first two at home. Jay Cutler and the Dolphins visits the sad Jets.
I'm taking the Dolphins. I think they are one of the most underrated teams in the NFL currently.
1-0, huh? And they're underrated. Okay, and almost they would be 0-1 if they lost. If Young Ho can kick a field goal, but I'm going with the Jets.
Hey,
The Jets were
never trust a Young Ho.
There you go. I'm going with the Jets in the upset. The Jets were embarrassed in Oakland. Got Marshawn Lynch doing the hyphy Oakland dance. You know about that life. I don't.
It's called going dumb.
It's called going dumb.
Yeah, he went dumb.
Wait, the song is called Going Dumb.
No, that's what the dance is called.
I mean, the dance is called Going Dumb.
Yeah, you either get stupid or you go dumb.
Okay.
Shout
Man.
Shout out to the Bay. Aye.
Shout out to the Bay. Okay. Anyways, I'm going with the Jets in the upset. I think they're gonna play with anger, play with rage, fight for their coach. They somehow pull out this win. Division matchup: NFC East, Giants versus Eagles. Odell Beckham says no side effects.
I'm taking the Eagles. The Giants have looked terrible.
I said no side effects, like he has a cold flu.
Yeah. Is there any side effects to this medication? Yeah, you might act very diva-ish. You might try to marry a goalpost.
Hey, he did, and they had a baby, if you remember last year. The Eagles will beat the Giants. Giants O-line is terrible.
Are all of our picks the same? Oh,
they're not,
but one.
But one so far. Seahawks go to Tennessee.
The Titans are going to smash Seattle.
Smash. I don't think they smash. I think they win a very close one, but I got Tennessee also. How about this one? Your 0-2 Andy Dalton Bengals with a new offensive coordinator face the Packers, who may be missing 6 key starters.
So listen, even though I took the Packers on all my picks, firmly believe that the Bengals are going to upset the Packers this week. That is my upset. I'm going Cincinnati for the podcast.
I hate having to agree with you. I got the Bengals in the upset also. I have to. Dude, when I read who might be missing, the left tackle, maybe Jordy Nelson, 2 key people in the secondary, and there's an angry man by the name of A.J. Green that wants to show up and show out. Yeah, the Bengals are going to put it on the Packers. It's going to probably be a shootout, and I got Bengals edging the Packers. Chiefs versus the Chargers. Chargers could be 2-0, but right now they're 0-2.
As bad as I feel for the Chargers, and I don't know why that dude is still their kicker, Kansas City looks better, man. I'm going KC. I want my boy Hunt to give me 2 more touchdowns this week.
Sunday Night Football, your Oakland Raiders. I mean, sorry, not your Oakland Raiders. My apologies. But Oakland Raiders face the Washington Redskins. Who you got?
Man,
but we already said.
Lynch.
Yeah, we already said the AFC West is going to be 3-0 against the NFC East. And those are our picks. We literally only have 1 game different.
Whoa. Dallas and Arizona.
Well, we said Sunday games, but fine. Dallas and Arizona, who you got?
I'm taking Dallas.
Taking Dallas. We got 1 game different this week.
Arizona doesn't have anything to do without David Johnson. They're lost. Unless CJ 2K all of a sudden has, or CJ No K has, like a breakout game and they have to like stack the box on them then, I guess, but doesn't look good for Arizona. The NFC West might be the weakest division of football right now. No, can't say that with the AFC South. Never mind.
AFC South. I was waiting for you to fix that. AFC South takes it every year. All right, so those are our picks. We literally have only 1 pick different, and oh well, whatever. It was pretty. It looks like, when you go through each game, it's kind of easy to pick these games. I have 2 upsets. You have 1. and we'll see how that plays out on our next episode. Let's get into fantasy now. Once again, we're going to give you a stud and a dud. These fringe players, whether you want to start or sit them, you're always confused up to kickoff. So, Mink, do you have any stud in mind that's a fringe start or sit player?
Yes. Derrick Henry. Start him. I've been saying it since the beginning. This is Henry time. Kind of like Hammer time, but better. With Murray out, I think Murray's out, right?
It's not official, but he didn't practice at all this week, basically.
Go sit your bum leg down. Let Henry get the ball and let him show you what these young dudes can do. Pause.
Okay. So that's your stud. Your stud is Derrick Henry.
Yes.
My stud this week, stardom. With all the injuries that's going on to the tight end position, you have Jimmy Graham, you have Tyler Eifert. Tyler Eifert's already ruled out. Greg Olsen, broken foot. Jordan Reed, banged up. Start Jack Doyle. If you can still pick him up, go pick him up. Playing Cleveland, they've given up the second most fantasy points to tight ends. Jack Doyle should have a big game. Plus, Jacoby Brissett and Jack Doyle hooked up for 7 times for 70 yards against the Cardinals. I think Jack Doyle gets in the end zone. Give me a dud. Give me a fantasy dud this week.
A fantasy dud this week. Hold on. I'm looking right now.
You good? While you look, I'm gonna give you 2 right now, and they're both on my bench right now in my fantasy league. In our fantasy league, and those are the running backs. This is a bad week for star running backs. This is just a bad matchup. Minus, you could argue Le'Veon Bell should have a breakout game, but Leonard Fournette and LaShawn McCoy, duds. Big fat duds. LaShawn McCoy goes against Denver Broncos, who we just saw collapsed the D-line on Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I ain't saying LaShawn McCoy is going to get 8 yards on 9 carries, but don't expect a shady-like performance. And Leonard Fournette travels to London to play Baltimore, whose defense is looking all kinds like the Super Bowl defense that was in 2000 and that 2013 season. So those are my duds: Leonard Fournette and LaShawn McCoy.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling to look at people.
I hear you. We do this on the fly for the most part with our studs and duds, so it's okay. I'll give you another dud. And I'm cautious to say this one because I think he's going to have to throw the ball, but Michael Thomas, will you please show up? Will Michael Thomas please show up? Go ahead. You got one?
So far, no, I'm still looking. Oh, I got one. Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey, dead of the week. I think the Giants keep him below 50 yards, no touchdowns.
Below 50 yards, no touchdowns for Alshon Jeffrey. So, are you predicting Zach Ertz has a big game? Because how else are the Eagles going to beat the Giants? Because they obviously don't run the football.
Yeah, I don't know what they do, to be honest, but I believe I believe in that young slinger. No, I think Zach Ertz will have another big game. He had a big game last week.
I can see Zach Ertz having a big game. Eric Ebron had a touchdown against the Giants, and they could focus on Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith and have Zach Ertz underneath. Give me your breakout performer. You have a breakout performer this week?
I'm going to say a lot of people have been mad about it because due to tough schedules. But I think Isaiah Crowell finally has that big game this week.
That's actually a good one. That's actually a real good one because he was taking as some people's running back 1, definitely a running back 2, and he has not performed yet. So that could be a good breakout game against the Colts. My breakout performer is A.J. Green. As I just said, and when we were going through the picks, he's going to have a huge game against the Packers. The new offensive coordinator wants to show his worth. That they want, hey, keep me on this as the offensive coordinator. Keep me as the offensive coordinator. Look what I do. I get Alshon Jeffrey. I get A.J. Green. First huge game of the season. I'm saying 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. So obviously you're not gonna sit A.J. Green anyways. Well, you're not gonna sit A.J. Green anyways. but
No,
you'll start him
you
this
can't.
week, and you'll actually be confident in starting him this week.
Yeah.
Those are fantasy
I would
predictions.
definitely start AJ Green this week.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anyways.
I mean, you saw what Julio and Muhammad Sanu both did against that secondary. Yeah, while the Bengals don't really have a true number 2 receiver, you can say Tyler Eifert, but he's out. That's why he's going to get all the targets, a lot of the yards, and 2 touchdowns. Andy Dalton's trying to save his job. Got A.J. McCarron in the back. Oh, I believe in Andy Dalton. He's our starting quarterback, and I'm just here to support him. That's in the
you say
public
that
view.
because the team doesn't want AJ to start. The team wants the Bengals to sign Cap.
I did read that. The team I read that the team wants the Bengals to sign Colin Kaepernick. That's pretty crazy if you think about it. But anyways,
It's Cincinnati, so
well they're used to
else
taking
we got
they are used to taking those fringe players, those ones with some controversy that comes
Issues.
with them. They had T.O., they had Chad Johnson, they had Pac-Man Jones, they had Vontaze Burfict. So they're not, they got Joe Mixon, so they don't hesitate on taking players who come with some controversy if it's the best way to win football games. So you got to at least commend them for that one, for that much.
yeah. So
That's it, bro. I don't got a whole lot else after that.
hold on. We talked all week about this, and now we over here at 20. What do we got? Like 20-something minutes, and we ain't got nothing to talk about. Hey, you want to go back to our buy sell pawn?
Oh, buy, sell, pawn. Open the shops. Open the shops. Stores open. Who we buying? Who we selling? Who we pawning? Who are options? What we doing?
Nah, you. This is you, man. Same teams. We're revisiting buy sell pawn for who was it? The Rams, the
Rams, the Jaguars, and the Bills.
and the Bills.
Oh, I'm looking great. I'm looking great buying the Rams. Oh, I'm looking great buying the Rams. First place Rams? Oh, yeah. I pawned them Jaguars for good reason. You saw what they did against the Tennessee Titans. And we sold the Bills. And the Bills ain't nothing. They're not going to win that division. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Hey, can I make a change to mine?
Go ahead. I want to hear this.
Oh man.
Are you going to buy the
All right,
Rams?
so-
Are you?
Hold on. Hold on. I am gonna sell the Bills. No. I'm gonna sell the Rams.
You're selling the Rams.
I'm gonna sell the Rams.
The first place NFC West Rams.
Yes, I'm gonna sell them.
The 41-point Thursday Night Football Rams.
Yes, and then I'm going to.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give away the Jags. I'm just gonna give those away. Nah, never mind. I'm gonna give away the Bills, and I'm gonna throw away the Jags. Like I don't care who gets them. They're going in the trash. They aren't the Jags anymore. They're the trash. The trash cans. Sounded better in my head before I said it, but instead of buy, sell, or pawn, I'm trading, giving away, and throwing away. There's like
This dude. Is that what you
One.
waited this whole week to do?
no, I came to my head a little while ago. Anyways, what's the stat? Isn't like 12% of 0-2 teams have made the playoffs?
Yeah.
So get them out of here. Start looking at next season, bro. Get a good draft pick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. You sound very uneducated right now because the first time we did buy, sell, pawn is because these 3 teams were all 1-0. So these teams aren't even 0-1,
you're right.
let alone 0-2.
Oh, I'm tripping. Doesn't matter.
kind of
Get them
are.
out of here anyway. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. I hate the Jags. I've never been on like the opposite side of like liking and disliking the team so much as the Jags this year. Get them away from me.
To go along with your 12% of 0-2 teams, I'm gonna say this. There is one 0-2 team that I still want to believe in, and that is
Chargers?
I want to believe in the Chargers. They are probably the best 0-2 team I've seen in recent years, but they're just in a tough division, and there's no way 4 teams can make the playoffs. So when I say I want to still believe in the 0-2 team, because I still think they can make the playoffs. So you should know where I'm going with this. I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts. Now, while we both picked the Browns to win, while we both picked the Browns to win, the Colts are at home, and if they can somehow find a way to win that game, and Tennessee cannot capitalize on the Seahawks' offensive woes and get that win, what you're going to have is you're going to have 4 teams at 1 and 2, all tied for first place. So you still have a chance in Indianapolis. It's a very thin chance, but it's still a chance.
Hey, when do you think Luck comes back?
See, and that's what I fear. I fear if they are all 1 and 2, he won't play week 4, but I think they play him week 5 just because they're right there to win the division. They're right there to seize opportunity. And I would take a 50% Andrew Luck over 100% Scott Tolzien or Jacoby Brissett.
So my thing is why didn't they just put him on the PvP list?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
The PvP list only takes him out 6 games.
But it's a guaranteed 6 games. Like, he could not come back 6 games at all. So if he can come back week 5, I get that. But if he can come back week 5, week 6, you save yourself at least 1 game, if not 2. But I get that he's not practicing yet. But still, would you not take a 50% Andrew Luck over 100% Jacoby Brissett?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you would. I would. I'll take a 50% Andrew Luck over some of these starting quarterbacks at 100% right now.
Here's why, though. Here's why. Because when you say a 50% Andrew Luck, that implies that something's wrong with him. If it was just like you only get 50% of his production, yeah, I would take that. But you're getting a Andrew Luck who has a shoulder injury, which is going to affect his throw. And on top of that,
hold on. You got a 2-0 Carolina Panthers team, got at best a 75% Cam Newton. Cam Newton can't even throw the football accurately right now. But he's the best option to have to win games. 50% Andrew Luck is the best option for the coach to win football games. He can still read the defense. He can do quick passes. He got what? Gore. What's that new guy out there they got? I can't think of his name on the top of my head. I had him in my fantasy leagues.
Miles
the
Mack.
Rookie. Mack. They got Mack. It's not Miles Mack. Miles Jack is a linebacker for the Jaguars. But his last name is Mack. It is a running back named Mack. But you have Mack. You Miles Mack.
It's Marlon Mack.
Okay, you wasn't that far off then. You wasn't that far off. I bet I didn't think it was Marlon Mack. Anyways, you got Mack. You got Gordon handed the ball off, check down too. You got T.Y. Hilton. You got Dante Monkey, who looks healthy this year now. And you got Jack Doyle. 50% Andrew Luck. If they win this week and they're tied for first place, heard it right here first, you will see Andrew Luck week 5. I guarantee it.
Okay.
I don't know why I was so emphatic with that and so stern about it. I said Colts. I don't even care about them.
Yeah. AFC South.
The one Colt fan I know, the one Colt friend I have, doesn't listen to my show. So, forget the Colts.
Who's that? Who is it? Air him out.
Joshua Lambert. Like an air him out because he don't listen to our show.
Nah, I'm going to tag him.
I'm tagging him too now. Hey, we got a shout out for you, man. Go ahead and check it out. 34 minutes in, then you finally hear that we're hating on you for not listening to our show.
How long are we at? We're 35 minutes. We're moving. Let's see. We have any other topics? What are we going to be talking about on Monday?
Oh, what are we going to be talking? The dominance of the AFC West. I'm just going to say it right now. I hate it. I hate that I have to say that, but the dominance of the AFC West. You're going to have 3-0 teams.
Hey, man. It's hard being the best.
Even if the Chiefs lose, if they lose, you're going to have 2 3-0 teams with a 2-1 strong Chiefs team and a great 1-2 Chargers team. I mean, let's be honest. It's ridiculous. The AFC West is loaded.
I'm going to say this. I think, and this is going to be my biased answer for the episode. I think the conversation of Trevor Siemian being a legit quarterback continues this week. There's a lot of people that are infatuated with his stardom right now, I guess you could say. I think it continues another week, and it just gets bigger, and it grows his confidence out. So, I think we're talking about how Trevor Siemian is a legit quarterback.
Okay. There you have it. As always, we are your uneducated experts.
Oh, wait, we're done?
Yeah.
Why
My
we
little
done?
my little
No, you
munchkin
said
is
you
up.
got me a question. You got a question for me.
Oh, I do have a question for you.
Ooh.
For those that still want to stick around, this is gonna be funny. Dude, we had an office poll and an office argument. You might have seen it on Facebook, but answer this question for me. When you shower, what do you use? A loofah, a washcloth, or just your hand?
A loofah.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, bro, I had arguments with people who said they use just their hand with liquid soap.
I mean, if I'm in a rush and my loofah's missing, I'll use my hands.
But your sole purpose getting in the shower and cleaning your body is to use a loofah though, right?
The sole purpose of getting in the shower is to be clean when I get out.
Okay, but to accomplish that, you want to use a loofah if you can.
Actually, to be real, the way my life has been running lately, the sole purpose of me getting in the shower and getting out is to wake the fuck up. So, for anyone that might not know this about me, I've had insomnia for like years, right? And they used to give me Ambien and stuff for it, which is cool. But Ambien, if you never taken Ambien, Ambien messes you up. Like, your body thinks it's asleep when you're awake. And if you don't go to sleep, you lose like control of your body. It's crazy. So when I went to the doctor, I went for like some headaches, and they were like, "How's your sleeping habits?" I'm like, "Nah, I got bad sleep, whatever." They're like, "Oh, we see you're diagnosed with insomnia. Do you want medicine for it?" And I was like, "Not really. Whatever." Like, we're gonna give you this medicine. So I'm like, "Whatever." They gave me trazodone. So I take the trazodone. I wait 2 hours.
Bro, hurry this story up.
Hey, shut up. I get really tired, but then I wake up 3 hours later.
That was it?
Now that you interrupted me, I don't even know where I was going with the story.
Hey, we got a friend of the show that just joined us.
Who?
Say hi, mamas. Oh, she wants to be shy. My daughter just woke up and is sitting on my lap. You don't want to say hi?
That's what's up.
You don't want to say hi? Okay. You want to say bye?
Hey.
No? Okay.
Shout
What's
out
up?
to a friend of the show, Gary, for tweeting us yesterday asking us when our next show would be.
Yes, definitely.
Episodes.
Shout out to Gary. Shout out to my mom, and shout out to Alyssa Ostendorf. She asked about when our newest episode is going to drop. Also, she's waiting. She uses our topics and our episodes to pick her survivor picks, dude.
Oh, wow. All I'm going to say is she's still in it, right?
She's still in it. She picked the Rams Thursday night. Speaking of that, let's give our survivor picks and wrap this up. Who you got?
Oh, man. So I kind of messed up. And I sent you Dallas, but I meant to send you Pittsburgh.
I hope you're joking because I already posted it and it's already official.
No, I know.
You want me to switch
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I have a message in here saying that I took Pittsburgh.
No,
I'm
you
trying
don't.
to find the messages, but
You don't have one that you said you
I
took
meant to
Pittsburgh.
send you Pittsburgh, and I accidentally sent you Dallas because I had a Cowboys joke I was gonna tell you, but I just rolled with it.
Okay. Do you want me to switch it to Pittsburgh right now?
Yeah. Switch that shit.
Okay, I'll switch it to Pittsburgh. I am taking the Denver Broncos over the Bills. And those are our survivor picks, so we can move on and try to get that cash of $550.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, tell the people where they can find us, please.
So we are everywhere. Twitter.
Literally everywhere.
Uned Experts. Well, now that you talked over me, I say it again. At UE. No. At Uned Experts. Uned Experts. Instagram. Look up the Uneducated Experts. No spaces. YouTube. Just look up at Uneducated Experts. iTunes. If you put in Uneducated, we're like the second or third link. But if you put in Uneducated Experts in, we're the number one link. Facebook, The Uneducated Experts, there's / The Uneducated Experts. SoundCloud, search The Uneducated Experts. TuneIn and Stitcher.com, search The Uneducated Experts. Is that all of them?
You got to say it. If you just Google us.
Oh, just Google us, bro. We're the top. Look, matter of fact, watch this. I'm opening a browser right now.
He says watch us like we have video. Which, by the way, video is coming, guys.
Yeah, Jones is buying us cameras.
Casino money, what's up?
The Uneducated Experts. Googling it. First thing pops up. Facebook.
Boom.
Third thing that pops up. Ooh, that's kind of weird. TuneIn.com.
Boom.
Huh. Fifth thing that pops up. Twitter.
Boom. Bottom line is we're everywhere. Go out there, like, share, comment, subscribe. Say bye, mamas.
I haven't even looked at TuneIn, to be honest.
If you say bye, we'll leave.
Anyways. All right, so. Hey, the Cavs blog just liked one of our tweets.
Yeah. Wonder which one it was. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
June.
Oh, wow. Oh, it might have been when I was roasting LeBron James in his Friday the 13th outfit.
It was about you saying that Kaiser's career is over when he signed the deal with the Browns. Anyways, all right.
Oops.
Who are we? We are the Uneducated Experts. I'm Mink.
I'm Jones.
Telling you everything that we think we know.
And nothing that we do, little monster. Say
Have
bye.
a dope
Say bye.
day.